Okay, so we are ready for another one, another live stream. So for this one, we won't be doing much of a talking. We will just let the trade run. And let's see. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so we should be good to go now. Normally, I would wait until like 9 o'clock, but some of the other countries had changed their daylight saving time. Let's see who did. So we had Swiss, Euro, and for the pound. And I think it's next week, Sunday for the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar for them to change their daylight saving time. So we should be good now, hopefully. So let's start it. Let's go on our 30 minute. So on the 30 minute, on the 30 minute, we will have our zone right here, right? So technically anything below here, we will be looking for cells, but I'm gonna just keep my zone here for now. But if I'm looking for cells, it will be below here to target this area. And here I'd be looking for buys because we tend to buy low and sell high. So here would be our low in the market, and here will be our high in the market. So if price hit this here first, then we will be looking for sells. Obviously, price might hit this area first, then we will be looking for buys. So we will wait and see how this play out, because right now we're taking liquidity from here. Then we're gonna wait until it hits here, and then we watch and see how it react at this here. If it start rejecting, then we can take a buy going up. I would like to see a support farm first, then I can start taking buy to go up. So currently right now we just got to sit and wait. Okay, I want to know what lot size I'll be using. 30. Let's see. 200. So I'm gonna change this to. So this is micro for gold. So if you're trading like other on other platform, you'd be trading 0.1. This is the same thing as one contract for a micro. So this I'm putting here would be 2. So that's 0.2, then 0.2, then 0.2, right? Even though it's saying 2, it's actually 0.2 I'm trading here. Turn my light up. And I have to change this to 6. Yep. So right now I'm trading like I have like 3 accounts. So I execute one trade, 0.2 on each account times 3, that's equal to 6. So now we just gotta sit and wait. As I said, for this session, I won't be doing much of a talking. You might hear me stop or the mic go silent. I might even put it on mute, lie down back, and continue watching my show until I see a setup. So for here, as I said, we can start looking for buys, but obviously we're not gonna just take a buy because price is down here. We're gonna like wait, need a support to form first, then we can take buys going up. And the market had already dropped too far for me to start taking any sells. I would have to get a break here, a retest of this zone, then I can continue taking sells to hit this area. Yep. This is what I like to see. That's a lot of volume. So you can see market had open, a lot of sell off. Nice. So right now I'm actually testing a new theory where in order for me to like execute a buy to go up here, like so I would say the first candle. So if I'm looking for buys here, I would have to wait for a support to farm first, then I can take the buys going up, or I can take a trade off the flip, right? So taking a trade off the flip, I would need this candle or even the next candle to come and sweep. So right now we're actually in the target. So I would like another candle now to come and sweep some liquidity. Then I would take the flip. It's best to take the flip after liquidity is swept. Then you know price has like a lot more momentum to go. They just collect some cash here, continue going up. So we can wait for that. And the best thing that I like about the flip is that if I'm getting a trade like here, the other candle, like say this candle closed below here, right? And then the other candle would come, sweep liquidity. I would take the entry of the flip. All right, where's my tool? Okay, so this candle closed below here, right? Then the other candle would close back in. Then the other candle after that would come, sweep liquidity. Does not close down here, but sweep liquidity. I would try and take like a trade somewhere here for price to continue moving back up. Yeah, for price to continue moving back up, and then my stops would be down here. And in that case, that would be like a 4-to-1. And it's kind of hard to get a 4-to-1. So if you're risking like $300, say you're risking like $100. A 4-to-1, you're making like $400. And if you're risking like $200, a 4-to-1 would be $800. So that's a good win because most of my trades are like 1-to-1. So So right now I'm gonna go back to watching my show until what time is it? I got 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Yeah, I might just chill and wait a little bit. Yeah, looking good. So if this so if this candle can close like not out of a range but in the range, that would be sweet. Then I'm gonna wait for that other candle to come, sweep some liquidity. I'm gonna take a trade off the flip to go back up. And as soon as I hit somewhere here, I'm gonna put my stops to break even and let my trade ride. Also, right now it would be risky taking a buy here. Reason being is that catching a falling knife is never good. This is a falling knife. If you catch it by the blade, you know it's blood. You're bleeding, bleeding. That shit started to bleed you. But if you catch it by the handle, oh my god, you bleed the market. So it just depends on how you catch it, and that's the thing. You'll never know how you'll catch it. So it's just a risk. Everything is a risk, right? Risky, risky, risky. But no risk, no Ferrari. Oh, let me get back on my 15 minute. Nice, looking good, looking good. So now, what I would like to see, I would like to see this comes back down here and like sweep some liquidity. I need some liquidity sweep. I could take the trade here, but I'm not going to risk $300 and something that's not sure. So if I can get this, at least break this low, coming back up to break to flip again, then I'll take this trade. But if I don't get that, I won't be a part of this trade. So perfect thing is that let me see something. 4 hour. I think 4 hour is 240. All right. The greatest thing is that right now we're in this era where we hit a key level, so price can reject from here. But the thing about it is that this might just reject all the way back up. We don't know, or it might be the other candle. But this would have to close above this range. If it closed below here, if this 4 hour closed below here, it, it's not a good era to take buy. You can take buy for that wick to for that candle to wake up and then take your profits here, but that's the most you can do. Wow. That's the only thing I can say. Wow. But no problem. This might even still come back down and hit here. Doesn't matter. Anywhere this wanna go, doesn't matter. If you wanna go all the way up, either pump through my fucking screen, no problem. Or if it wanna drop all the way down and hit the floor, no problem. I'm down for whatever. Also, if this candle close bullish, we might can take a trade, but I'm still going to wait. As I said, I would like for it to sweep some kind of liquidity down here. If we had entered that trade just now, we would have been in profits for maybe like $200, but our stops would be for 300, almost four. But nah, this might be a no trade night again. So right now we would have up $400. So right now we're almost like half the way in the range. Sweet. Right now that could have been, well, that would still be like, that would be like $500 now, almost six. But as I said, right now this, we're not like all the way there yet for this. Like we still have to be testing, back testing, forward testing, making all kind of tests to make sure that everything is good. Okay, you don't want to lose unnecessarily. Whoa, that was a sweet piece of trade if we had taken that. Right now, I would have been out that trade, taken my profits, and maybe even call it a night. Okay, so right now, all I gotta do is just sit and wait. Wait for something better. Better. Bomboclad. Fuck. Sweet. I think I might even call it a night now. Because right now we're not gonna get another trade until like around sometime after 10, which is the next 4 hour. Where are you trading from? Well, currently I'm trading from Vermont, or the Vermonters would say Vermont. Vermont. Yeah, Vermont. But as yeah, brother, I'm near Canada. Well, I think it's like around 3 to 4 hours drive to Canada. Yeah. So it would be like the same journey from where I live to Canada and the same journey from where I live to like New York. You're in Montreal. Okay. That's nice. You know, I was where I used to work, there was a guy. He lives in he came from Canada. I think it's the same Montreal because he's always talking about he's going to Canada for the weekend or so. So he was saying, "Hey man, you can like tag along one of these days," and I was like, maybe. So what do you normally trade, brother? Yeah, man. So the thing is, I don't normally trade prop firm. It's just since I started this live stream, I start trading prop firm, but I've gotten paid from what Marvin Market and Apex Trader. So this one that I'm using now, Take Profit, I've never gotten a payout from them as yet. So what the reason why I stopped using Apex also is that they closed one of my account talking about some bad trade. I don't even remember what they exactly they fucking said, but to me what they did was unfair. So I was like, okay then, I'm moving on. But I normally trade on my live account though. Like this trade that we were talking about early on, I could have taken it on my live account, but the week had just started and I don't want to rush in any trade. All right. So what I was talking about here was like buys in this area or sells from this area. So we got this area hit first. We would have taken the buys here on the flip. My stop loss would be below here. So I was planning on risking like around $300. The same trade I take here, I take on my live account, right? So if I'm risking like $300 on each account here, I would be risking like $300 on my live account. And this went up to like around $600 in profit. Was it six or a little bit more than six? Yes. Yes, so not yet with take profit, but I did some research on it. All right, so I did some research on it, and I know another guy who used take profit. So he works at a bank. The bank is like close to where I live, and he been getting like crazy payout from take profit. So I think it's like good. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out and see. Right now, as you can see, so this account, as you can see, it said a pro account. I don't know if you know much about Take Profit, but this account is all right. All these are funded account, but this you're seeing it saying pro. So this already passed. I need $300, $3,000 to pass it, $3,000 to pass it. Now I need $2,000. I need to make $2,000 and it's 50K to start getting paid from them. So after that, I have 550K account. That's good, man. And yes, I only trade gold. There is nothing else that entice me. Like I used to trade AUD USD. That's the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. But that got too slow for me. So I gotta like keep up the pace. Also, this is futures account. As you know, I can't really trade the currency on the futures account. So I'm just like working with this. But that's good for you, man. You racking five 150K account, crazy money, man. As from once you stay consistent, disciplined, you're good, man. Because that's the thing, we're all out here trying to make that bag, trying to get that bag, you know? Yeah. But the thing about it that most traders don't understand is that they want to trade like five different pairs, 15 different pairs. Like you for me, you only need one. You only need one pair to be profitable. Only one. And I noticed that and I learned that the hard way. right? Because bro, I was losing like crazy, crazy. So I would be like looking at gold. That was when I was trading gold versus US dollar. This is practically the same thing as but I was like watching gold, then I was watching the AU, and then I would move to GJ, then I would move to GU, and then I was like, fuck, why am I losing so much? And then since I stick to goal and just focus on goal and see, try to study it, see how it moves, profits, profits. So I don't really, what I do, I try to take 1 to 2 trades per session, not per day, but per session because I trade 2 sessions. I trade the Asian session and the New York session. So most of my profits come came from Asian session because Asian is more like calm, smooth, and subtle. New York, UBC candle going whoop, 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 and it would be moving with like a lot of volume and speed. And if you're not calm, then you'll be like, oh, I'm missing move. I'm missing move. I should be making money. But yeah, I only take 1 to 2 trades per session and I'm good. You all right, so at you put in how many minutes per trade? So right now I'm trading. So as you see, I'm on the 50K, right? But even though they're saying it's a 50K, you're not trading 50K because since this account is this you're seeing here. So since they're saying you have $2,000 to lose. If you lose $2,000 off this, you lose the account. So technically, I only have $2,000 to trade. Since I'm up $1,200, I still have $2,000 to lose. So this is like I think they call it an intra trailing stop or some shit like that, where for each trade, say if I took this trade right here, as we were talking about, if I took this trade and I was risking $300, price went up to $300 in profit, and it came back and stopped me out at $300, I would be I'd be losing $600, not just $300 anymore, $600. So I have to take my profit as it goes, right? And that's the thing I don't really like about it. Yeah, I don't. So I can trade the minis, but if you look at it for the micro, risking $300 from here to here. If I had trade the mini with 2 contract for mini, I'll be risking $3,000. Yeah, the market end up going in our favor very fast, but also the slightest pullback can blow the account. So because of that, it would be pointless for me to go mini. So I start off on a micro, like even here. So even on my live account, traded micros, not minis, because like for me, in order for me to trade the mini, I would need like I think like actually $50,000 in my account to trade the mini. So anything up under 50, I'd be going micro. Because all right, so I'm gonna tell you how much this move was, how many pips it was. So this was 300 pips from here to here. If you're trading the gold versus US dollar and you measured it, it would be in pips. So it would be 300 pips from here to here. It's a lot of money if you're trading mini, yes, but slightest drawdown, you'd be like quaking because the thing about trading, you have to remember it's a probability game, right? prob. So you just gotta let your edge play out over a period of time. You gotta minimize your maximum loss. After that, sweet man, sweet. Just minimize your maximum loss, and that shit will be so sweet. So by this weekend, I might do a live payout. I think I might do it like around Thursday. I might take a payout from this. By Thursday, it should be over like around 53K or so. Then I'll take a payout from this shit. So for this year, ah, let me see. I can I would have to check back and see, but the thing is, I'm not in a lot of profits. I'm not gonna say, hey, I made like 100K this year or 50K for the matter of fact. But I think for this year, I made like a little over $10,000. So I'm not gonna be like, hey, I made like 500K this year. Like, yeah, I try to be honest as best as possible. Most young traders are people who are learning to trade. They be like, "Oh man, you didn't make 100K this year. I'm not talking to you. I don't want to hear what you have to say." But like most people who are doing live stream are showing that flashy life. Most of them aren't actually making money from trading. They're making money from the people who want to trade, right? So after they make up some ridiculous figure and say, "Hey, I'm making like 100K per month," and then they be like, "Oh yeah, I want to learn," and then you be paying like $200. All right, let's just work with $100. You be paying like $100 a month to learn from them, and then if they get another 100 people to do that shit, like they can show that money and be like, "Hey man, this is what I made from trading," while they didn't actually made it from trading. It's we the people they made it from, like giving them the money and be like, "Hey, show me to trade it," while they don't know shit, man. Because like, right now there's a lot of them out there who are like pretending to know, "Hey, I've been making money, I've been doing this," while they really don't. Well, I really don't give a fuck either way, but I really don't. Yeah. So right now I can get another potential buys here. If I can get this candle to close bearish, then the other candle to close bullish and clear in here, I can take a buy from here to like around here. I won't hold it for all the way up here. Yeah. Or maybe even come back down here and clear all this liquidity that I wanted at first. That's the reason why I didn't take this. Yeah. But as I said, brother, trading is a probability game. You just got to let your edge play out over a period of time, and then profits shall come. So that's the other thing that I was saying. I was saying to my friend the other day, like, man, I remember when I used to chase the market trying to make money. Like at that time, I didn't need the money, but I just want to make money to say, yes, I'm making money. And then when I changed that mindset to say, I just want to trade my setup, that's when everything changes. When I just want to trade my setup. Sweet, man. Okay, so I think I should wait. What time is this? Yeah, this should close bearish. So this will be my new zone. If I can get a breakout out of this zone by the time price hit here, I would put my stop to like break even, and I'll let it run to like somewhere here. And this move could make even like $400. And 400 times three, that's like 1200. That's 1200 across three accounts. And I'll also be taking this on my live. I take most of my risky trades on the prop firm, not on my live, because like how I look at it, like if I lose a trade here on the prop firm, it's no biggie because I'm not at this 2000 as yet to get a payout from them. So it's no biggie. But if I take that shit on my live account and I lose that, I'd be like, oh fuck, I just lost $400. Right? And I could have been like pulling that shit out by the weekend when it accumulates up. So I rather just wait and see. Okay. Hey man, give me a minute. I'ma check something. I won't be too far. Yep. So how has the trading been for you, man? No, one just missed me just now. It's not really saying miss me. Like I didn't see what I wanted, so I didn't execute on it. And especially the week I just started, so there's no point for me to like rush the trade. So yeah, so I'm just here sitting, waiting, chilling. Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's what most people don't understand. Like that's the best part of trading. Sitting and waiting. You have to like sit on your hands. Even when they get numb, you can't fucking let up. You just gotta yeah, you just gotta keep fucking sitting. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what phase the market is in. Well, technically, the market is bullish until we break below here. Then we can say, yeah, we are change. So currently, right now, we're bullish. If I can get a buy here, I might execute. Then I'm gonna take 50% right here, put my stops to break even, and let the rest run. And then I can trail it. It would be sweet if I can even trail it up to this area. Yeah, that would be good. So what I'm doing right now, like normally I don't really like do much of a talking on the live stream. I would just let it run, let it go. But it's nice to just talk. The fuck. Jaja. So right now the strategy that I'm trading is called wave theory, and it's like pretty easy and simple. Pretty easy. Most of these traders, what they like to do, they would have like 100 different lines on their chart. Wop, wop, wop. Ah, Jaja God. All right. Okay. Bro, it's getting hot in here now. You want me to turn the blanket off? Or it doesn't matter? Yeah, but I had my slippers on, so. No, it's okay. BLT and gravy fries. All right. Yes. So I might take part in this trade. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So my entry would be here. My stops would be back down in this range here. Uh, I'm looking for price. When price is here, my stops is going to be at break even. Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can hold it up a little more. But as you see, this is the only thing kind of like holding me out of the trade right now. But I'm gonna set my buy stop there on my live account, buy stop there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So we shall see how this plays out. This is a pretty good trade. This is one of my favorite setup. It's just this is the only thing that's like iffy. But apart from that, everything else is good. So it's nice that price is dropping like that. Very good. Deep pullback. So now my stop can be right under that wick. So my stops can be like somewhere down here. When I get activated, I can bring it here. And that should be good. Nice. So what can happen is that this can close bearish. No problem if it closes bearish as long as the 30-minute candle close above here. From once the 30-minute candle close above here, I'm gonna look for the other 30-minute candle to wick down and then activate. So I would still be in that trade. Hope Hopefully it does close bearish on the 15 because we're gonna be in drawdown for a period of time. So as I said, probability. Just let probability plays out. So what would be even nice? Right now this has little to no wick here, so definitely it's gonna flip, activate us. But the thing about it is that it can flip, activate us, goes up a little, and then pull back down. But what would be nice, since we're so bullish already, right? Price hit this target. We didn't sweep any liquidity, but price hit this target, shoot all the way up. They did a little bit of selling off, then they shoot all the way up again, right? So right now, this is our final target. We can even hold it for even further, but this is our final target. I'm not holding it for there. I'm holding it for one of these wick here or here, one of these. But I want to put my stop to like break even when it hit here because I don't know what it's going to do next when it hit here. So as I said, if this can just close bearish without flipping or anything like that, sweet. And then the other candle come down, pull liquidity off this candle, and then flip, continue going up all the way, then we would be in no drawdown. No problem for drawdown, but brother, since we don't have this here, and if you look carefully on the 30-minute, you see rejection, rejection, rejection. But the thing about this rejection is that we broke this high. So this is a pretty good rejection, right? We broke above this high. If it had rejected here, where we have lower high, and now it had changed. So if we can get this 30-minute close here, our trade will be valid, perfectly valid, and our target will be here. So we just gotta wait and see how it plays out. All right, so we just got activated. As I said, this candle can close bullish, it can close bearish, but in general, your stops is going to be somewhere down here because price is going to. It doesn't matter where this can close. Price might still come back down here and sweep this liquidity. It might even come for this liquidity, but I won't be putting my stop all the way down here. So hopefully it stays above the other candle come, sweep this liquidity, and then continue going up. But if this candle close bearish like back in the range, I think I might just close the trade. So as I said, now we just got to wait. But that's the thing, man. Like right now, we're risking a lot on this trade. It's a part of the game, though, so no sweaty. So if we lose this, we can say it's a good loss because it's definitely part of our setup. As I said, right now, this I've been watching this pattern. When this candle close, the other one would technically close bullish, which is this. Some of the time, it rarely close bearish. You get like a weak bearish candle, but the other candle would come, sweep here, and continue going up. Also, we still be watching the 30 minute. If the 30 minute, we have like how many more minutes on this? We have like 6 more minutes for this 30-minute candle. It can drop back all the way down, but if it does, it is what it is. And we have a lot more trade to go for the rest of the week. So no need to sweat it, brother. No need to sweat it. So I'm gonna put my stops like around here. So I took a buy. I'm gonna put a sell stop. Yes. By right, your stop should be like down here, but I rather not put my stop all the way down there. So right now I'm like risking $400 on this trade, but that's 400 times three. That's $1,200 I'm risking, and I'll be taking profits like somewhere here. So as I said, I'm gonna just let this trade do its thing and plays out. I'll be right back. All right. So based on how this candle close, based on how this 30-minute candle close, it closed in a position that I don't like. So now we just got to see how best we can manage risk, right? So right now, I'm gonna adjust my stops to here. Now I am risking like $200 on this trade instead of like four as before. It's still, even though it's still going up, it's still gonna be a loss. So I'm risking like, oh fuck, that's $300. No problem. But this trade is still gonna be a loss. I'm willing to take that loss there than to have it all the way down there. And this will be the last trade for me for the night. But either way, I would take this trade over and over again. No problem. But as I said, now I'm going to keep my stop here. If it comes back down and stop me out, I'm done for the night regardless. And that would be a good loss, as I said, for me. All right. So I had closed that, right? Uh, I'm going to just take that small win. So the reason why I just take this as a small win and not hold it was because of this 30-minute candle. I wanted it to close somewhere here, but I didn't get it. This can continue to go up. We don't know, but this has a higher probability of coming back all the way down here. I am not going to take that risk. I was up $200, as you see. I took it, right? So because of that 30-minute candle, and also there was no wick down here, 1 hour, no wick down here, it could have came back all the way down here. And as I said, like I was up $200 already, might as well take it. But this was a nice trade to get it from here, but because of how this candle had closed kind of like back down in the range, I waited for price to come back to my entry where I can like close out at break even or take a little profits. And as I said, that is it for me for the night. Fortunately, we end the night with a win. I'll take it. I wasn't aiming for $200. I wanted at least $400 from this move, but a win is a win. So I'll see y'all for New York. I'll be up live and ready for New York session. So you can catch us again at New York.